guys, this is JOATD back with another video. I am in a 2008 Scion Xb. Okay, this video is going to be about upgrading the radio. Now, the radio that's in my vehicle right now is not the original radio. The original radio was this one right here. The part number for that radio is PT546-00080. The face on it is T1808. Okay, that right there is the original radio that came in this Scion. Then I upgraded to this radio. Okay, I like to keep the Scion stock. I don't want to, overdo it or anything like that. Sometimes I may want a newer radio because this particular radio right here comes with a digital or graphical display, and I just liked it a little better. This radio right here, which is the one that you're looking at, the part number for that one is PT546-00081. And the face on this one is a T1809. Okay, now when you want to switch from this radio to this radio, everything in the back is basically the same. So this is an easy swap right here. Now I want to upgrade again to a radio that has Bluetooth in it, and that will be this one right here. Okay, the part number for that one is PT546-00130. The face on this one is T10004. This particular one comes with Bluetooth, USB, and RCA sub hookups. Okay, the one that's in the car now, it does have RCA sub hookups. The first one up here does not. So if you want to hook subs up, you want to have one of these two. Okay, if you want USB connections, you want to have this one, and if you want Bluetooth, you want to have this one. Okay, so what we're going to do first is remove this radio right here. Okay, to do that, you have to move this outer bezel here. You just get a fishbone and or a pry tool. You want to stick it behind the bezel, and then just kind of pop it loose. Okay, once you get it popped loose, it'll just come right off. Okay, now you want to remove the radio. There are two brackets, one on this side, one on this side, and they are 4 10mm screws that's actually holding this in. Okay, so we're going to remove those 10mm screws. This is how the screw looks, and it's 4 of these. Okay, there are 2 more down here in the bottom, but this bottom piece right here pops loose. So we're gonna pull on it, and it should just pop loose. Just be careful not to get cut. There you go. So this bottom piece, you just take that out so that you can remove the 2 bottom 10mm screws. And then one here. Okay, so what you're gonna do is just pull it out, get it as low as you can get it, kind of hold it, because if you don't, you may scratch up your interior. So try to make it so you guys can see it as much as possible. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to disconnect the antenna. That's the antenna. Then disconnect this bigger harness, which is the speakers. See if I can get this out. Right there. That's the speakers. The next one beside the speakers is the power. That's the power. Have one more here. This one right here. This one right here is the controls to your steering wheel. And this last one that for some reason wasn't hooked up goes here. I'm gonna snap it in. This one right here at the bottom, this one is for your iPod and AUX accessory hookup. Okay, so that right there is the back of the stereo. All right, so what we need to do is remove the brackets. Okay, you see there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 8mm screws, and the same with the other side. Now we want to make sure on the new radio that we try to put it in the same spot so it'll fit. Okay, so remember it's closer up to the front of the radio. So I'm going to take these brackets off. Now I only paid $10 for this radio. Show you how it looks. This is how it looks. I know it has like a little small scratch here, but that doesn't bother me. This is the newer radio. You see it has call, end, iPod, USB, FM, and AM radio. It's Bluetooth. So you see it says Bluetooth here, and it's HD radio. Okay, now when you look at the back of this one is totally different from the original one that we took out. The only 2 connections that's in the radio that will connect to this is the speaker and the power. These other 2 will not. This is like a new updated HD antenna, and I have the old one, so we're going to need connectors for all of this. Okay, all right, so I purchased a new harness. This harness makes it so that you can change over from an older style Scion radio to a newer style. Okay, this is it right here. It came with this, which is the updated version for the antenna, and that's the new hookup for the antenna. This right here is for USB. This goes in the back of the radio, and then this right here is this is the main harness. Okay, this harness is for your microphone for the Bluetooth. All right, what we're gonna do first is connect the brackets that I took off the old radio. It says right. The other one's labeled too. There it is. It says left. Lets you know which side it goes on. For those of you who are interested in purchasing the wire harness, the wire harness part number is PT 546-00142. That is the part number for all 3 wires together. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the brackets on. This right here is the right side bracket. So it's going to go on the right side of the radio. This side. I'm going to put all 4 screws in. And it sits on it perfect, as you can see. And then I'm just going to put all of them in. One here, one here, one here. So I have both brackets on so that you can see how it looks. And then on this side also. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to hook up your harness. Okay, so the first harness I'm going to hook up, let's see, is going to be the antenna harness. So this is the old antenna. This is the harness for it. I'm going to connect that in there. Remember, this and these are going in the back of the radio. Then you're going to find the right hookup for this one, which would be this one right here. Okay, so that's together. We'll put that off to the side. All right, so the next one, we're going to do this one right here, which is the main harness. Let's see. It's going to connect to this one, and this one right here is for the microphone. So we're not going to connect that one. So right now, the only 2 in the back of the radio that's not hooked up would be, let's see, this one right here, and this one right here. But this one, this is the power, so that one's gonna hook up. Okay, now remember what I told you, this small one right here, this particular one is for the iPod hookup and the AUX hookup. I mean, technically you don't need it. You're gonna have Bluetooth, so you can just Bluetooth your phone directly to this radio. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you can hook up the power if you want. So the power is gonna go here. I'll move this one out the way because we don't need this one. All right, then we're gonna do the main harness, which goes right here. Okay, this one doesn't hook up because, you know, that's the microphone. Then we got this bigger harness. Let's see if we can pull it up under here, trying to make it so it's not tangled. Okay, so remember, this right here is for the antenna that we hooked up here. That's gonna go right there. And then this one is kind of gonna go across. So we're gonna have to bend some of this down, or just go up underneath it like this. All right, and this one is for the speakers, and that goes over here on the side. Okay. Now, microphone's not hooked up. AUX iPod is not hooked up. Now, this one right here is going to be for your USB. So you would basically just plug that into here. So right now the USB function won't work. All right. So you're going to put this back in. Slide slide everything in. Just like that. So we got the whole radio in. Okay. This will be the great time to check and make sure all the functions work on the radio. Okay. So let's turn the power on. All right. So all right. So the radio does work. I don't want to play the music, but the radio's working. Let's see. All right, so right there it's telling us that the Bluetooth is not going to work. It's failed. To fix that, we're going to have to do a Bluetooth hack, okay, which is going to allow the Bluetooth to work. Right now, if you press and hold this call button and then let go, it's supposed to tell you to connect your Bluetooth device, but it's not working. So basically, what we're going to have to do is, let's see. We're going to have to do the Bluetooth hack. Okay? So, we're going to do some soldering. All right. Technically, what you got to do is we're going to have to take the unit back out. And we're going to have to take out the main harness, which is this one here. Take out the main harness and disconnect it from here. So we need this main harness right here, okay? All right, so we're gonna put everything back into the car. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do is we're going to solder 2 wires together on this main harness, which will allow the Bluetooth function to work. You have 2 sections of this harness. This smaller section with the smaller connector on it, what you want to do is this white wire that's by itself, you want to cut this wire. So we're going to cut this wire and then we're going to connect it to this black wire right here that's inside this protective tubing here. So we're gonna have to cut some of this back a little bit. All right. So the reason why we're doing it down here is because we're not going to connect this. This part is going to be the part that actually goes in the radio right here. This part right here. So that part's going to go on the radio. So we need to connect this white and black wire together. And instead of doing it up here, I'm just going to do it down here at the bottom. Now, I am going to cut this in a way that makes it so in the future, if I want to use this again, I can. So basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this wire here. Okay. And then I'm going to strip it. Strip it. Okay, so now this wire is stripped. Okay. Now, to get to this black wire here, we're going to have to cut this. So we're going to cut as much of this as we possibly can. I'm going to use a razor blade to cut it. gonna get this razor blade and we're gonna cut this. Now, when you cut it, try not to cut the wires and try not to cut yourself. Okay, let's see if I can get this open. So now in here is some wiring. As long as you don't cut through the cables, you're good. And I did not cut through the cables. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this. Let's go ahead and cut it. I'm going to cut it like right here. I'll cut that right there. Unravel some of this tape. There we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. All right. So this little bit right here, that's all I can get out of there. So I'm going to solder these two together. Should be fairly easy. We're going to go ahead and solder the two pieces together. I got my Milwaukee soldering iron. It's very quick. I just turned it on. See how long it takes to heat up. Look, it's hot already. You see that? It's crazy. All right, so what I'm gonna do is take the white wire and wrap it around the black wire here. So wrap it around it as much as I can. And then put some heat on it. Put some solder down. Let's see. There you go. Go ahead and turn it off. This thing will actually, if you push this button in, you can rotate this whatever way you want to. You just turn it off and it'll cool off. Once that light turns off, it's cold. All right, so we got the white and the black wire together. I'm just gonna put some tape on it and that's it. All right, so we got the tape and I'm gonna lay this down like this, flat, and then I'm just gonna tape it up. Let's see. All I'm doing is wrapping that bad boy up real good. snip. All right. That's it. So we connected the white wire to the black wire here. It's inside this tube here, and that right there should make the Bluetooth function work. Now, what I've done is I connected this white wire, okay? This white wire is pin 6. So on here, pin 6 is the white wire. And then the black wire that's in here is pin 18. So on the bottom down here is pin 18. So you got to connect pin 6 white to pin 18 black. And what that's going to do, it's going to make it so that the Bluetooth will work. All right, guys. So we're back in the XB, and we just did the Bluetooth hack to allow the Bluetooth to work. Let's see. Okay, so basically what we want to do here is take the new connector that we did the Bluetooth hack on, and we're gonna see. Let's go underneath. I'm gonna plug that in. Okay, so that's plugged in, and then go ahead and plug the connector in. Let's see which way it goes. It goes this way. Connect the connector in. All right, so the connector's connected. The USB is not connected because we need the connector for it, and this one isn't connected because this is the iPod and AUX. We're not going to be using that. We're going to be using Bluetooth. So, and this right here is for the microphone, but we did the hack right here that's going to allow this to work. Okay, so let's see. We're going to put everything, make sure everything's connected good, and push everything back in. Let's see. All right, we got everything connected back. Now, what we're going to do is put the key in. Alright, so the radio is working. Okay. Now what we want to do is to see if the Bluetooth is working. So the first thing I'm going to do is press the call button one time. Samuel, I guess this is the last person that had their phone connected to the stereo. So what we're going to do is press the button in. We're going to go to delete. Wherever this little dot is, that's what you're selected. So we're going to delete Samuel. And it's saying yes. Let's see if we turn it, it'll say no. So we're going to say yes. So he's deleted. Alright, here we go. So we're going to end. If you press call once, there it is right there. So it's telling us it's searching for the Bluetooth. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on your phone. You're going to turn on the Bluetooth in your phone. All right, so it's searching. and you're going to go down to available devices. While it's searching, I have one that says getting device name. Alright, so now it says car audio in my phone. So I'm going to select car audio. It's saying pairing. It says, do I want to pair with car audio? I'm going to hit pair. Okay. Now I'm going to go up to the top. It says connected car. It says car audio connected for calls and audio. Okay. Bluetooth pairing, phone list. Okay. So right now it seems that my phone is connected. Okay. So we're gonna hit in, and then right here where it says iPod and USB, it says AUX and Bluetooth. So we're gonna hit up. So that's the Bluetooth, and it says that it's paused. Oh, yep, so it's working. Okay, so right now on my phone, I'm opening up, you can open up any media player that you would like, but I'm gonna open up YouTube Music, and I'm gonna select a song by, let's see, Usher, and let's see if it pops up here. So I'm hitting play, and there it is. So it's actually working. It says Usher, Seduction. So if I hit next, Feel Mob, all right, so what? It's actually working. So I can turn up a little bit, but I don't want to play it too loud. So the Bluetooth is actually working. And basically, guys, I mean, that's it. That's how you get the Bluetooth to work in the car. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the 4 screws back that holds the system in. Put all of the screws back in. Let's turn off for a second. All right. So all of them are connected, and then, well, all of them, the 10mm screws are fastened down. You're gonna put the bezel back on. As you can see, it only goes on one way, so this hole and this hole, the wider clamps go at the top. So if you look at it, it's wider here than it is at the bottom. This is shorter, see? So the wider goes to the top, and you just put it in at the top. Well, before you put that on, put that small piece on first. This little piece right here. And it goes like this. Just like that. So this long part goes underneath like this. Alright. Then you put this on. And there you go. So my new radio is installed and it works. Let's see. Well, there it is. It's connected and it's still running. All right, guys. So that's it. That's how you force the Bluetooth to run, you know, on a newly upgraded radio that didn't have Bluetooth or a microphone. So you won't be able to make any calls. Well, I guess you still can make calls, because you can just make the call and have your phone sitting out. You just won't have a microphone. But if you purchase the microphone, you can purchase the microphone, drill a hole somewhere in the dashboard, and make it so that the microphone is accessible. The Bluetooth will work without you putting the hack in it. But I'm not going to install a microphone, so I wanted to show you guys how to do the hack for it. Alright guys, this is JOATD. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Please leave positive comments, guys. Another thing is, make sure you look all of my videos in the description areas. It's labeled more on your mobile phone. It may be like that on the computer too, but on the mobile phone it says more right up under the video. That is where the descriptions are, and I have a lot of links in there, guys. It's going to be a link in there that's going to give you access for a small donation, access to the document that I put together that basically tells you everything that you need to know. So it tells you what types of radios will go in your car. It shows you each connection on the back of the radio, what they are. It tells you what you can upgrade to. It also will tell you what harness to get, the number for the harness. I already gave you the number, but this is just a little better to have it in your hand. It gives you the number for the harness. The harness will come with 3 different harnesses in one bundle. I give you the numbers to part numbers to all 3 harnesses. So each individual harness that comes in that one kit, I give you the part numbers to all 3 of those. I tell you where to get them from. That'll be down in the descriptions also. I may put it at the top. It just depends, but you know, it'll say base audio wiring harness. That's the harness that gives you all 3, and I'll have the microphone kit harness in there too, just in case you want to put the microphone in. I also will put the link for the USB harness, so that we can get that situated too, because with mine, my USB is not going to work because I don't have the other piece that connects to it. But we're going to figure that out. I'll have that in the descriptions also. It'll be easy for you to put that in. You just connect it to the wire, and you're going to run that wire to an area on your car where you're going to drill a hole and put the USB port, flush mount USB port in it. It also is going to have a page that tells you about the Bluetooth hack. It will explain to you how to do the Bluetooth hack without buying the harness, and it'll show you how to do the Bluetooth hack if you have the harness. Basically, you're going to do it with the harness the way that I show you on the video. It'll tell you which pins on the back of the radio are the ones that you're supposed to connect together to get the Bluetooth to work. It'll break down, kind of just give you an explanation of, you know, why those 2 pins make the Bluetooth function work. So like I said, for a small donation, guys, it took me 2 days to make that document. For a small donation, I'll give you the password for the PDF link. Like, you'll be able to download the PDF link, but you won't have the password. So make sure when you make the donation, make sure that you put your email address in the notes area so that I can actually send you the password. All right, guys. So like I said, look in the descriptions area. It's labeled more. You'll see I got a lot of things in there, guys. Just go through it slowly and you'll see everything in there. All the links, will be links at the top for products that I may have used today, and then it'll be links at the bottom for manuals to the vehicle, manuals to the radios, all of that. And every video that I create has this. Okay, guys? So thank you for watching. This is JOATD, and I am out.